What's going on, everyone? Joe, Madness Recording Studios. Welcome to Aristides Part 2. See you in a few. Okay, here we are on the bench. Normally I do this day 1, but you all know that my Mac crapped out on me, so I've actually had a while to get to know this guitar. So everything, although I know everything is great on it, I still want to do this for you guys because, well, this is part of my demo and review videos, is putting it on the bench and showing you guys any imperfections or lack of. Anyway, start off with the frets. I know how they are, but you guys don't. And as expected, they're flawless. Absolutely flawless. Kitty, get away from the camera. No. I don't want you to knock this thing over. I can replace the camera. I can't replace you. Alright, sorry guys. Like I said, the fretwork is absolutely flawless. Perfect. No issues. The finish, I don't want to touch it because I just cleaned it, so I don't want to smudge it, or not smudge it. I don't want to put fingerprints all over it, but yeah, the finish is absolutely flawless. No issues with it at all. There's no little sandy feeling. There's no divots, marks, abrasions, scratches. There's no parts where there's paint rubbed off. I've actually had guitars where, for whatever reason, I start playing and the paint rubs off on edges. I don't know what causes that, but absolutely flawless. The knobs, no sandy, no gritty feeling. Turn very smoothly. They're tight. I've had issues where I turn the knobs to their stop point and the pot inside keeps turning, and I've almost broken the wire connections because of that before. The blade switch, again, it feels solid, no issues. I'm glad this was an option because I don't like toggles. You guys know that. This stuff, the inlay work, you've seen it in the pictures, but that is absolutely flawless. I don't know how they do this, what kind of machine they use, if it's a CNC or what, but yeah, it's awesome. Awesome work. The tuning keys are very responsive. Again, no issues with them. They're tight. They turn very freely and very smoothly. I'm not going to turn them because that's a never tuned bridge. And though it will stay in tune, I don't want to take it out of the sweet spot because for me, it's a pain in the ass getting it right where I want it. Fortunately, as you've seen in the previous video, the guys at Aristides set this up in the sweet spot so it does the bends and stays in tune. For me, that's hard to find that. Anyway, let's check out the back. And I'm going to do something I don't normally do because I just want to look. Because I've heard stuff about their wiring that's beyond anything. But yeah, again, the neck, it's flawless. I got the satin neck because I don't like finished necks. My thumb sticks to it. But yeah, it feels great playing. Again, there's no divots, no marks, no sandy little pieces of grit feeling, anything like that on this. This entire instrument has been absolutely beautiful. A beautiful experience. I can't put it into words really, guys. I really can't. Call it honeymoon phase, call it I spent a buttload of money, call it whatever you want. I don't know, maybe 6 months from now. I seriously doubt it. Maybe 6 months from now it'll wear off, but yeah, I love this thing. This is my favorite guitar. The only other guitar that even comes close to this, as far as quality-wise, is my Kiesel and my cheapo Guitar Max Signature. But this is what I wanted to check out because I've heard things about their wiring. Yeah, that's very nice work. I gotta say, I'm impressed. Alright, so you can't see it on camera, but I'm checking the relief. I really wish I had a straight edge. This capo shit gets kind of old. Yeah, just like I thought. I don't need to do anything to this instrument. Nothing. Set up perfectly for me, for my taste. Neck relief's awesome. Everything just, yeah. I wouldn't have done the bench normally for having a guitar this long, but normally I have my Mac up and running, and I don't have the guitar for a couple of weeks before I do this stuff. But anyway, there it is. Now let's move on to the in the room. What's going on, everyone? This is In the Room, where I actually show you what it sounds like in the room. So the guitar is connected into my Axe Effects. My Axe Effects is connected to my Power Stage 700. I'm using an SM57 going into my PreSonus Quantum HD8. So let's see how it sounds. Clean. Gain. Lead.
Well, there you have it. That's how it sounds in the room. Probably won't be 100% accurate, but it's as close as I could get with what I have.
So, what are my final thoughts on this guitar? Well, it's awesome. I mean, again, like I said during On the Bench, call it honeymoon phase, call it I spent a shit ton of money, call it whatever you want. But I love this guitar. And I don't think the desire to play this thing is going to go away anytime soon. And speaking of the price, this one here, yes, this was expensive. But it's got a custom paint job. It's got custom inlay work. It's got a lot of stuff that your basic Aristides won't have, okay? Now, I paid a lot of money for this. I'm not going to say how much, but this is not for the faint of heart, if you will. But I did go on their website today and did a mock build of just a regular Aristides, a regular old, whatever paint selections they have, whatever hardware selections they have. No input from me, no special specifications, no special paint, no special fretwork, just the basic what you can do on their builder. And I got to say, if you're watching Aristides, I really like the way the builder online works now. It's much better than the one I used for this. Anyway, I digress. You can go on their website. Like I said, I built one today. I built a raw one, which is just when they do all the molding and the shell and all that, the raw is colored while they're doing that. There's no paint on it. It's just raw, and then they sand it, and it's good to go. And I also did one with paint. The raw one was around 3,100 USD. The painted one was around 3,800 USD. So you can get an Aristides that's going to be just as good as this one. It doesn't matter the paint or whatever. It's what's involved in the guitar. You can get one just as good as this from the options they have online, and the price is comparable to any other custom builder out there. You don't have to go all out like I did. I wanted to because at the time I had the finances to do it. So I said, screw it, I'm getting my dream guitar. But again, you can go to their website and get one in a price range that is in line with any other guitar builder out there. I just wanted to throw that out there because just because this one's expensive don't mean you can't go get an Aristides. That being said, again, this thing's freaking awesome. I love it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry it was in 2 parts, but I'll see you next time.